train is for Richmond Brighouse.
I'm riding one of the trains on the Canada Line, the brand new rapid transit system that links the Vancouver International Airport and the city of Richmond with downtown Vancouver. It opened just a week ago today. On opening day, the Transit Authority waived the fee for anybody to get on, and they rode for free. Over 80,000 people showed up, many of them waiting over 2 hours just to get on board. Who says Vancouverites don't like a free ride? Well, it might have been free on opening day, but it certainly wasn't cheap. At a cost of just over $2 billion, the Canada Line is the largest and most expensive public infrastructure project in the history of British Columbia. Why spend all that money? The Winter Olympics, which are just 6 months away. Hundreds of thousands of visitors from all over the world are expected to descend upon Vancouver in February of 2010, many of them coming through YVR. You can now get off your plane, pick up your luggage, walk just a couple of hundred feet away to the new Canada Line station, and 25 minutes later, you're smack dab in the middle of downtown Vancouver. That's a trip that would take you well over an hour in a car during peak traffic times. Experts say that the amount of cars that would be taken off the road because of the Canada Line is equivalent to a 10-lane highway. We're traveling on the above-ground section of the system. Most of it goes underground. The largest portion of that is under Cambie Street, which is one of the major north-south arteries in the city of Vancouver. It is that section under Cambie Street which was entirely built by CLAC Local 67 and 68 members. Over 350 construction workers moved over 1 million cubic tons of earth in order to complete the project. They laid the tracks and built the stations. A remarkable undertaking. Oh, and by the way, the Canada Line opened 3.5 months early and came in under budget. Let's talk to one of the members who built the system, Forrest Berry. I'm standing here with Forrest Berry, right where the Canada Line dips underground and heads north towards Vancouver. Forrest was one of the first construction workers on the project, and he was the excavation operator. He started the dig just over here on Marine Drive. Forrest, how does it feel like the project is now complete? You were here for more than a couple of years. How does it feel now that it's done and one of the biggest infrastructure projects in the history of the province? What does that feel like?
It feels really good. It feels good to look back on something that's together and running. There was a lot of manpower that went into this. It looks good, sounds good. It's carrying a lot of people. It looks very well.
It's hard to imagine it now because most of what you did is underground and nobody gets to see it. But you dug a trench. It was 60 feet deep. Like day in, day out here on this project.
Lots of times it was as we went along from the dry season into the wetter season. The whole scope of the job changed, where you would have to get the water pumps going. You'd have to manage the water systems that were in place along this Canada Line here for the water that was in the trench that got pumped out again. In places, the excavation was 60 feet deep. In some places, it was only 30 feet deep. But in all, it was quite a challenge.
One of the stats here is that this project was completed ahead of time and it came in under budget. I mean, that's when you think of big infrastructure projects, when do you ever hear that? First of all, congratulations to you guys on that, but how did you guys accomplish that?
It was teamwork. The whole thing from start to finish was teamwork, working with the laborers, operators, working with management. It was a teamwork effort where everybody had to pull together to accomplish something that we can all be proud of.
Forrest, you were also you were the shop steward, or one of the shop stewards on the project.
Yes.
And there was hundreds of guys working here, each one of them with the odd time having an issue. What were the labor relations aspects like, working with the company?
Working with the company, labor relations was very good. It was only a phone call away. If we had an issue that had to be discussed, usually it was either a safety issue or a labor relations issue of things that had to be going on in the trench on an hourly, daily, day, and nightly basis. Other than that, everything went fairly smooth. The company we were working with, along with CLAC, worked hand in hand for safety, for the negotiations of the contracts that were halfway through the project. Everything went very well.
Good. Well, I appreciate you coming out for us and doing this for us. And again, congratulations on the project. Well done and completed on time, under budget.
Thank you very much.
I'm Don Mundy, BC Guide Reporter, coming to you from Vancouver.